Do we have an update on the meeting location for the city council elect meetings from the subcommittee?
Actually, I believe that this is a question that we should bring up after we talk to our new interim city attorney. But the school district, looking at the facility, the problem is they don't have enough mics so the public can hear us. The other problem is that they require us to hold or sign a hold harmless, which I don't know that legally I can do for the city council elect. So as of right now, I propose that we keep it here until we either find our own facility, we get insurance, or we're advised otherwise by our interim city attorney.
Scott, I'll make that motion.
I second.
Well, it's about time. Is there further discussion? We'll probably shortly be able to look at this thing because we'll have an attorney and a city manager, so we'll look at it at that time. So, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? You'll be surprised how fast this meeting is going to go.
That's okay.
That's okay.
The next item is 5.2, engagement of staff consultants. Announce the selection of interim legal, management, financial, transitional planning, and recruitment staff and/or consultants to advise the city-elect and to assist in preparing for incorporation. And then there's 3 listed: interim city manager, interim city attorney, and interim staff manager, engineering services consultant. These are big things. We spent a lot of time in sorting through the 28 resumes that came to us and seeing which resumes looked like we would be very serious about, and those got moved, and we had held a meeting where we asked all these professionals to come and speak to us so that we could see what they were offering and how they would fit Wildomar and the city council. We were able to come to an agreement on a selection of an interim city manager and an interim city attorney. However, we did not make a decision on the interim staff manager, engineering services consultant, and decided instead to wait for our city manager and our legal to advise us on aspects of the proposals that came in. Every one of them was great. We didn't get any duds out there. Because there are people out there that are really professional and they are ready to do a job for us. So it's little tiny details and aspects of them with regard to these interim city managers, engineering services. Everyone submitted a proposal that differed in significant details. And that's not surprising because there's no request for proposal. And so they're putting forth their best foot, what they think we might want. And there was a lot of overlap. That's fortunate. But there were some unique things in it that we just felt that we should ask the city manager and the legal about some aspects before actually selecting these people. So going on to our selection of interim city manager, the council selected John Danielson. Is he here?
Yes.
Could you stand up? Thank you. We look forward to working with you, and I'll talk about the best efforts agreement in a minute. And I guess before that, I should go ahead and call for a vote to say that we have selected him as a city manager. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. So you're going to see the city manager around, so you're probably going to get to know him. Because he'll be helping us out and interfacing with us and advising us, so he'll be out there. The second selection we made was for interim city attorney. This was very difficult because they were all good. And so it came down to some aspects of their proposals or their connections that led us to a decision. And we decided for Burke. The second. Burke, Williams, and Sorensen. And with the principal there being Julie Biggs. And it was really hard because we had some people that we personally really liked and felt had done a lot for the city of Wildomar potentially, but we felt that this was our best match for the interim position. And I should just mention that, stress that again. These are interim positions. They're going to go for the first 3, 4, 5 months, and then the council will look again to see what they want to do with these positions, because we clearly don't have staff, and we don't have the ability to gather all sorts of details. We have done a pretty good job, I think, and been pretty assiduous in looking over the details, but clearly we don't have the people to do the things that you really would want to do for a final selection. So these are interim positions, and we do need to vote on this. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion passes 5-0. So the question about this interim staff manager, I guess the groups that we had interviewed, we will be getting back with them again after we have talked to our legal and city manager and sorted out a few things that came up as questions when we were doing these interviews. So but we do want to accomplish that fairly fast, and we're thinking that we would probably call a special meeting to do that, probably next Monday or Wednesday. What's the council say?
I say as soon as possible.
Okay, so they will be posted, and at the places we have been posting them, which I guess one is going to be Cornerstone here, and it's going to be the post office. And we're trying to get it in the paper. Not every paper is printing what we're doing. There's a couple of websites which will have the information on them, and Wildomar Community Council and Wildomar Voice are two that come to mind where you can find these posted. The Wildomar Community Council has a newsgram. If you want to automatically be noticed, you can go on that website and ask to sign up for their newsgram, and that newsgram will be sent out to you before every meeting or special meeting that the public can come to. And this next one will be a public meeting, because if we are hiring and doing things, we do need to have that public. Hiring always has to be done in public, as well as certain details. So even though it will be a special meeting, it will be a public meeting, and we would hope that some of you come out, or all of you, to it. The question is, how do we pay for these people? And the answer is that they trust us. So, and most we can do is sign a best efforts agreement. It does not have the force of contract, but it just says that we'll make our best effort to, once we have money, which will be sometime in July, August, or September. We hope July. That city manager better help us on that. To make the payments that have been agreed on in the best efforts agreement. So we're going to ask we've seen sort of the thoughts of what their best efforts agreements might look like, and obviously we'd seen some dollar values connected with that we were satisfied with.